Robbie. Rob,
Están con los...
que relajo cero. Nosotros también.
¿Estás vivo?
Está en vivo mi hermano azul.
Vámonos.
Ah, hermano, pues.
Se dejó el vivo. Salió el vivo. Salió el vivo.
Salió el vivo, mi compa aquí. Guacha, gente. ¿Cómo andan? ¿Cómo andan, plebes? Ya tenemos 4 personas mirando.
Vámonos.
4. Es la más grande cuenta que he tenido hasta entonces. Ya estamos llegando a números grandes, gente. No, but for real, how you guys doing tonight? Hope you guys are having a wonderful night. It's beautiful out here where we're at. We're at a sports field. It's pretty well known, nice little place here. We actually just got back, not even, well, like 20, 30 minutes ago, back into our area, if you want to call it that. I kind of went out of my way to do those videos earlier, so it's not like the neighborhood coffee shop, you know. I didn't want to do that. That just didn't sound like a good idea, because I'm sure people are going to go to that coffee shop now knowing that I live stream from there. I guarantee it's burned. I can't go back there again for a while, but it's okay. I just don't like running into people in public. What's up, Eric? What's up, Jose Ventura? What's good? What's good, Angel? What's good? It's beautiful out here tonight, you guys. Mr. Pink, what's up? Frankie, what's good? What's good? You guys want to play some soccer with us? Huh? Or fútbol, como dicen pa' acá. Ánimo, primo. Ánimo, mi compa. Oh, I'm having a hella good night, guys. After getting that Mr. Fake Police. Well, you guys know how I like exposing frauds, right? So to be able to get a fraud who was working as a police officer here and is working in the law enforcement community in the United States was like ice cream with 2 cherries on top, not even 1. How come so much on this guy? Because he's got a long time talking about me and I never even answered him, you know? I just let him. I just let him run his mouth, you know? But it gets to the point where he is lying, you know, saying I'm in New Mexico and this and that, because I took his credibility away, because there was actually lots of naive people who believed he was working as a legit police officer in Tijuana, and that don't understand that doesn't exist. I'm sorry, guys, but people are not one. No, they do not let you work if you're not on the payroll with the mafia, you know, on alignment with them. That wouldn't happen ever. It's just how it is, guys. That's the way it is. Plato plomo here. And in a big city like Tijuana, on a border plaza, we're talking about billions and billions and billions of dollars, and they're not going to have a Mr. Super Straight legal cop going there. It's just not how it works. Give a shout out. La gente de la Sierra de Cozalá.
Vámonos.
Está bien pariente Sinaloa. What did he do? Look, he didn't do anything specific like that. What he did though was he was working just like any other police officer on the mafia's payroll, on a quota, and he was on like a team that did like political escorts and stuff like that, and then tried to come out and say he wasn't corrupt in any way, that didn't work for anybody, that didn't do anything like that, basically lie to the whole world, and then on top of that, lie about me. And this is what the crazy thing is, guys. He's never met me his whole life, never seen me, but yet he's going to tell you guys where I'm at, where I filmed from, and who I am. Isn't that interesting? But I actually do know where he worked, who he worked for, the Ariana Felix organization, and do have the information on him. I just had enough class to keep my mouth shut, and I had no reason to talk about him. But if you want to keep going out of his way, you know, I just told you guys the plaza he was working. I told you guys who he is working for. And over the course of this channel, we all know that we expose frauds here. That's what we do. And people have tried many times and failed. He said, ¿Quién estás pasando mientras? No one tonight. Physically, we aren't hunting nobody, Ebony. We're just exposing some people, you know. Shout out to the Irish. You already know that. TJ's hella dangerous. So that's what's even crazier, right, guys? Think about this. This dude's working in Tijuana, one of the most dangerous in the most important cities, especially to the drug game in the world, with the most transited crossing in the world. And he's going to try to say he was never involved in anything. The actual thought, just the thought, is ridiculous in itself. And the fact he stands behind it and have people who will back him up is just sad. Either they're just like diehard fans of his, you know, or people who are just going to back him up, or they just have no idea how the world works. Those are the only two. It's one or the other. Good one. I don't want to leave you a negative perception, but I like to open people's eyes. Tell them the truth, Lucas. We don't lie on this channel. Tell them the truth. Give them a firm understanding how things work here in Mexico. Let them know who I am. Even let them know about people who are confirmed law enforcement that collaborate with this channel on the United States side, who will confirm what I'm saying about Mr. Calderon, even though it doesn't feel right saying Mr. Yeah, so don't think it's just criminals who are confirming this is how things work and about him. Law enforcement does too. Yeah, he's trying to be the guy from the Sicario movies. That's so funny you said that, Chad. Dice que quiere ser el vato del película Sicario, el güey ese del Calderon. So many people have told me that, bro, that exact phrase, word for word. That's so crazy. I guess a lot of people have that same feeling. Yeah, just another J on my job, man. And what's the craziest part, guys, is that you work for me, Jose Ventura. No, homie, you ain't, brother. I don't have anyone working for me like that anymore, but thank you. It's an honor, brother. Dice, trabajo por usted todavía, solo dime qué tengo que hacer.
Ándale. Eso es todo.
It's an honor, brother. Very kind words, but there ain't nothing to do, brother. We just expose fakes, and we protect kids, and we get the truth out. So send me an email at ogshadowofficial@gmail.com, and if you really do want to help us out, you know it's what we do here. Maybe you can be a service somewhere or another with the channel, become a moderator. There's lots of things, you know. We try to help people out all over the world, so maybe we can work out a project out where you live. Who knows? It's possible, brother. But cool, you know. Who's next to expose? I think that's the next for a while. And what's funny, you guys, is these guys come looking for it. Think about it. And the worst part about it, like with Savage, he didn't really go after me. He went after Black. With the interview that Mr. Black did with Sean, but Mr. Black didn't have the balls to expose himself, and I'm not going out of my way to insult him. He didn't defend himself at all, and I did. And in the course of me defending Black, dude got pissed, and me and him started to exchange words, and that's how he ended up getting exposed, and me looking into the whole Shakira thing and everything else to doing with him, and he did end up losing his wife, his YouTube channel, and any respect I think anyone had for him along the way, which was a fair warning I did give to, what's this guy's name? Calderon. I told him, you could lose everything you're risking. I'm going to go at it, and I'm going to find out what was really going on, so it's better you come out and say it yourself than make me do it, because I'm going to tell people who you're working for, and I'm going to break the game down for him in Tijuana. I told him, look at the video yesterday. You guys can check it out. If so, you don't think I'm just making that one up. The views ain't worth it. No, views are never worth it, brother. That's why I don't do it for views or for fame. If I did, I wouldn't be using a mask. Yeah, it said I'm in Arizona or New Mexico or something. I don't know if you guys saw the public places I did today, but Soriana and Oxo and all those places are here, nowhere else. On top of the fact, the Golden Triangle videos I did of those estuaries and stuff, you won't find that. I'd give a challenge to Ed. I would give him a $10,000 award if he would go to the same beach I filmed the estuary video at, breaking down the Golden Triangle, if he'll come down and do it. I would be impressed for him to come down and do it, because he's Mr. Super Cop, Mr. Badass, right? He shouldn't have a problem doing it. So it's a $10,000 award for 1 day of his time, just to come travel and please stop talking about where I'm at. Everyone knows I live in Culiacan, brother. It's very well known. And the videos I took today was actually coming into Culiacan on the highway. So, and depending on where to chase down the Soriana, it's hours away from where I live. I'm not really worried. But thank you for being worried about me. I appreciate that, my friend. Who's Savage? He's this guy with all these like child abuse, pedophile type charges who tried to hide it, and no one ever believed me about him when I told people about him. And finally, I was able to confirm it for everybody and show him that I was right, because he got caught doing lewd acts in a Walmart. That's the breakdown. But there's a lot more to it. So, yeah, with Cienfuegos, who knows? He had to have worked out some type of deal for the American government to let up, because we all know they don't let up on you once they have charges. So Cienfuegos definitely had something. Panty sniffer, yes he was, brother. That guy is a grade 1 creep, 100%. Savage, you know? We all know that. And what's up, Toxic? I hope your father's doing well. In a Walmart. Yeah, in a Walmart. Dude, exactly. That was on top of it. You know what I'm saying? Man, I was really hoping for more of Ed Calderon's fans to come in here and be in this chat and try to defend him, so they could just be completely left looking ridiculous. But I guess they aren't manning up tonight. Or at least hoping Ed Calderon would be in here under like a second name or something, you know? So I could just burn him with my El Chapo hat on. But smartest thing he's probably done his whole life was not show up in this live chat. Compa, mi pasa el cigarro prendido. Gracias. Asked him to turn the cigarette on for me. And they are cigarettes, so no one says anything dumb. These are called delicados. Oh man, this is something else I'm gonna be like, no, this is guys making this one up. Mexican cigarettes, no filter. Really good tobacco. It's what your boy rolls with. I seen on Joe Rogan, he seems super informed. Oh, he's very informed. He is very informed. He's just lying about his whole past and his cooperation with the cartel. Why didn't you watch my video, brother, before making me personally break that down for you right there? They let him go because Mexico is going to give either Mayo or Mencho. Yes, there had to be. Yes, you are very smart, Xavier. There had to be some type of very high-level deal for them to let that man walk, because Cienfuegos, being the Secretary of Defense, was a valuable person to him, you know? This isn't herb, brother. It even says delicado. These are Mexican cigarettes they sell without filters, brother. But, you know, for the people talking trash, I definitely do opiates and pregabalin, because I'm prescribed morphine and pregabalin. And if you don't know what the combination of pregabalin and opiates does, that's why I'll be falling asleep on camera and stuff, because it's true. I am on opiates, but they are legal opiates. Just like this is legal tobacco. Alright, everybody, before people say nothing. Alright. Yeah, that 5-7, homie. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Hell yeah. How can I smoke when using a mask? I just smoke right through the mask. I did it for years and years, homie. And it just stained my mask. It's okay. Gabs get you drowsy? Yeah, they do by themselves, bro. Mix them with opiates is hard, you know? But ask the people who watched this channel before, or on my previous channels, when I lost complete use of my arms, as well as the state I was in, gabapentin and morphine worked wonders for me and gave me my life back, and are what permitted me to actually do this channel again. I had to completely give everything up, on top of a bunch of operations. I even had fragments up here in my jawbone. It was bad, guys, for those of you who don't know. What cigs are these? They're called delicados, brother. I think you can only get them out here. I don't know, but there could be other like Central American countries that have them. Ever go to Bali? No, brother. That looks like a beautiful place. Do I still have battle scars? Yeah, of course I do, brother. Of course I do. I actually shown them on my video. I actually showed myself on my previous channels. I'm sure some people in here will remember me bleeding out almost completely to death from bullet fragments. Um, I'd taken in my leg that hit artery. And I thought I was dying, and I was saying bye to my parents, you know, people I cared about, basically. Even though I hadn't talked to them in a long time. It's funny, you know, when you're dying, you kind of say bye to people that, I don't know, you know, what you want to see you say bye to subconsciously. So, I don't know how many people in here actually saw those videos. Oh, there you go, Toxic. I know you did, brother, but I don't know how many other people, you know. I even put up videos of other people who were on this channel actually being tortured by members of the cartel for not paying, and I had to go pay the money that their family member owed. And yeah, they sent me the message for what's up of them torturing them. So, you know, that's the type of videos I used to put on here before, guys. Puro Culiacan.
Qué
¿Qué
rollo con
onda?
el pollo.
¿Qué onda, Trunks? ¿Qué onda, Morales? So, yeah, those are some stories for you guys, the older channel. I used to do walkthroughs too, but I'm happy I stopped all that. In fact, today was the first live stream I've actually done on foot here, guys, in years. For safety reasons and because I just changed the whole tune of this channel. So you guys had a treat today seeing me do something live. R.I.P. Joker. Thank you, Smoke Something. He was a good man. That was another guest we used to have on the channel constantly, people who might be new. And he was murdered in this conflict in between the Chapos and the Mayos, not all that very long ago. So yeah, that's another guest on this channel, R.I.P. Yeah, Joker was cool, wasn't he, man? He had some stories. Estaba hablando de un rato Joker, que salía mucho en este canal. Él es quien hizo los pinturas grandes del
sí, sí,
Virgen y
sí,
de
en
San
San
Judas,
Judas, sí, a mano, sí.
que lo mataron el...
Ok, sí, está chingón.
Sí. What's up, CXM? So yeah, and my bad for not thanking the person who donated this morning. Someone donated in the live stream when I was exposing Ed, $5. My bad for not thanking you. That's not like me. I'll have to go back and actually see the donation and thank you because yeah, that's not my style, guys. Do cartels hear me? Oh, of course, Carlo. Big time. Big time. I don't really get threatened because after all the years, I think they just kind of realized it's not doing anything, but I get once in a while. 110%. My biggest people who are like most afraid of me, I think, would have to be Cartel de Noreste and people like that because I constantly expose them. Basically, I single some groups out, guys, because of their targeting of women and children and stuff like that. As a journalist, it pisses me off specifically. That depends who, Glock, you know? There's definitely some people who'd rather take your money than give you the merch. So, yes, that could happen. What's up, Dom? 918, speak on it, please. I don't know what's going on there. What you know about El Grande from Los Chapitos? I don't know if it's the same El Grande, which one you're talking about, brother. It's probably not. I did a couple videos on El Grande, the one who partied with the two actresses, Selma Hayek, and that one that he partied with him on his ranch. I know about that one. Besides that, that's the only Grande I really know about a lot about him. Do I fear them? No, not at all. I actually, you know, talk to them, a lot of them on a daily basis, getting information and so on and so forth. Refresh us on OG Bros. You guys can watch the stream again. I just basically said who he worked for, where he worked, and explained why there's 100% no denying it in any aspect. So, yeah. Had Calderon got bodies? Most definitely, brother. In the type of line of work he was in and the groups he was around, there's no way those people would trust them with their safety and their security as exec protect, like, you know, protection details of high up politicians, cartel members, so on and so forth, if he didn't have bodies and he hadn't demonstrated his willingness and ability to kill. They wouldn't want a rookie, um, you know, in their A squad. And that's what I must say about him. He's not a fraud in the fact he was in the groups he said he was in, and so on and so forth. He's a fraud in the fact that he lies about his involvement with these groups and tries to completely whitewash everything he's ever done. That's what makes him a fraud. Definitely a killer. Who runs Guanajuato? You know, right now it's in between a lot of people, brother. You have groups from Cartel Nueva Plaza, which is the Sinaloa proxy, to Mencho still fighting there. You have Cartel Santa Rosa de Lima. You have lots of groups fighting for Guanajuato. That's a really difficult question. There is no one dueño of Guanajuato, even though everyone, when dueño means owner, even though everyone say they are the owner. If you ask them, like, yeah, we own Guanajuato, every group will tell you that, just like every athlete will tell you they're the best. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you for praying for me. I very much appreciate that, and it's very much needed. Guanajuato es demasiado, Seth. You're 110%. Leave Calderon alone. Bro, I would leave him alone, and I did. He was bugging and bugging me for months, and I never did anything to him. But I just had to shut him up because it was getting to the point where it was looking like if I didn't answer and say something to him, that I had something to hide. That's why I had to say something, brother, because it was getting to the point where it was too much. But I did leave him alone, you know, and for too long. I should have said something before. Prison PC gangs, I hate them. You know, you're good enough to hang out with the gang and roll with them when you need them, but once you don't need them, then you snitch them out. I've very much stated that I'm appealing on Savage and people like that. What? Se va a pagar, Simon. Are you sure? Am I secure from criminals? No, I am never completely safe from criminals. Of course not. That's why people like this beside me, people like Mr. Metal, there's some other people you guys don't know about because they're not comfortable being on camera or being known by you guys. And I like to have some unknown elements. So when I'm in public, so on and so forth, not everyone's identified that's protecting me. There's always some wild cards, you could say, that might be following me in a car. They might be following on a motorcycle, might be following on foot. But no, I'm never completely safe. But yes, I do the best I can to do so, to maintain safe, 100%. What if he's trying to get me killed? I'm sure he is, brother. I'm sure he is. I wouldn't doubt that, not even for 1 second. Well, why wouldn't he want to shut me up? No interview with Shakira. I wish, brother. I think that my YouTube might really, you know, they've taken out a lot of my stuff. That might be one of the big ones that piss them off. What's up, Cobra? Alright, guys, this is the batteries running out. Mr. Boo told me, if you guys don't believe me, you can look back the video like 5 minutes ago. He told me in Spanish, battery's low. So I'm gonna get over here. Yes, he only speaks half true. Sir Scratch, exactly. Yep, I'm agree with you on Sir Scratch 100%. Nice hat. Thank you. Thank you. It was a gift from Mr. Metal. And it is a nice hat. It's very comfortable, I must say. He never called me out, brother. He was just running his mouth. And he got his mouth shut just like Savage and everyone else gets their damn mouth shut. Who killed Mr. Yoshi? That's a whole nother video, brother, I could do. You know? You keep it cool, Toxic. You too.